Hello, you are welcome again to the channel. My name is Blessing Ejechi. By the grace of God, I want to be looking at how to maintain consistency in the place of prayer. One of my subscribers requested for this video, and I believe that that is a desire of many of us here. One thing I have noticed in life is that many people know the key to success in life, but the problem is that not everybody use the key. Many people know what to do in order for their lives to become better. But the question is, do all of them do those things? The answer is no. The reason why you are not excelling is not because you don't know what to do to make you to succeed. The truth is that you are not consistent in doing what you ought to be doing. Sometimes when some people apply these keys that they know, they try to put it into action. They do it one, two, three times. Before the fifth times, they are already giving up. See, those who quit cannot win. That is the reason why people say quitters never win and winners never quit. Winners are those who are consistent. You see, when you begin to apply consistency and diligence in whatever you are doing, after a period of time, the spirit of excellence that is in that particular thing will come upon you. For instance, in the place of prayer, when you become consistent in your prayer life, a time will come that the Spirit of God will now make that prayer to master you. You cannot stay a day without praying. And anytime you begin to break this consistency, you see that you begin to diminish little by little. Like a sport person, for instance, a runner that goes to practice every day, you see that the more this sportman continue to practice every day, that sport person continues to become excellent in what they do. They keep winning award. But the day he or she stops practicing, the day he or she stop exercising, that is the day that he begin to go down and down and down. Why? Because is breaking down this principle of consistency. Consistency is a spiritual law. That is what the Bible said, that seeth a man that is diligent in his work, he shall stand before kings. In anything that you are doing, if you are consistent, you are doing it over and over. Even when you are not getting results at the initial time, you continue to do it. A time will come that the result would have accumulated for a very long period of time. So when you begin to see the result of what you have been working for, what you have been doing, it will be like magic. Favor and hard work brings about success. If favor come to meet you when you are not prepared for it, when you are not diligent, the success is going to be short-lived. Now that I am through telling you the reason why you should be consistent in whatever you do, I want to share with you about 5 reasons why you should be consistent in your place of prayer. Number one is that if you live and have a consistent prayer life, you are going to live above sin. It is a person that have a consistent prayer life that receive the enablement daily in order to live above every form of sin. A person that does not pray, sin is always crouching at the heart of the person. In other words, sin is always lying. In fact, in the life of everybody, there is always a tendency for a person to fall into temptation. That is the reason why Jesus Christ said, pray and be vigilant so that you will not enter into temptation. If you don't pray, you are susceptible to every kind of sin and iniquity in your life. Number two is that when you pray consistently, you see that favor is going to continue to come your way. You remember the story of Daniel. When Daniel began to pray, the first day that he prayed, God sent his answers from heaven. And there was a prince of Persia that went to withhold his blessings in the air. Daniel continued to pray. If Daniel had given up, if Daniel was not consistent in the kind of prayer he was praying, he would have not been able to receive the answer to his prayer. So it was consistency that allowed God, that made God to send another angel to combat with that agent, that demonic force that was withholding him and his answer. You see, when you pray, anything that has been blocking you from receiving God's favor will be dealt with. Consistency in prayer is so important that it brings favor. Anything that is making you not to receive favor, you see that your consistency in prayer will continue to deal with that kind of thing, that particular thing over and over, and you see that your favor will continue to come. Number five is that when you pray consistently, it has a way of dealing with your life's challenges. There is nobody that does not have challenge in life. There is nobody, it's not possible for anybody to say, I don't have a challenge. But when you consistently pray over and over every day, the challenges you are going to be passing through in life is going to be minimal. And it is not only you overcoming challenges, it also sometimes God gives you the grace also to pass through some certain circumstances and challenges of life that may come your way. So consistency in prayer is so helpful. Another important thing again you need to note is that a person that does not pray does not have power. A prayerless Christian is a powerless Christian. When you pray, you generate power from the realm of the spirit. It is not possible for a person that does not pray to walk in the fullness of the power of God. You see, when you go to that place of power, of prayer, it is like you have gone to the place of power. And when you are praying, you are drawing from the deep well of power of God. A person that prays cannot be toiled by the devil. A person that prays cannot be withheld by the powers of darkness. It is not possible. So, today I want to challenge you, not only praying once or 1 week or 1 month, to be consistent. Praying frequently. Let's learn from Daniel. The Bible said Daniel prayed 3 times a day. He opened his windows that is facing Jerusalem and began to pray. 3 times in a day, Daniel prays. 3 times in a day. And God answers his prayer. Then another thing again that will happen to you is that you are going to soar high. When you begin to pray in the realm of the spirit, your spiritual life will soar. Your physical life will soar. The challenges of life that has been withholding you before, causing a blockage in your life, you are going to be surmounting them. Why? Because you receive a supernatural power. The Bible says, they that wait upon the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings as eagle. They shall run and not faint. You see, when you begin to pray, God exchange. The word that was used for renew there is exchange. He said, they that wait upon the Lord will exchange their strength for his own strength. In other words, the Lord will take away your strength and give you his own strength. That is why Apostle Paul said, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Christ is the one that strengthens you. When you pray, you draw strength from the throne of grace. You'll be able to overcome all the challenges of life. You'll be able to surmount and soar high. Even in your working place, you will soar so high till a time that no evil will be able to withhold you. I'm telling you. Then another thing that will happen to you is that all things will begin to work for your own good. When you continue to pray consistently, you will see that those challenges that may be coming your way, or those things that people will want to bring to hurt you as a person, those things will begin to work for your own good. Look at the story of Joseph. The Bible told us that Joseph's brother hated him, and the hatred that they had for him became a ladder. It became a stepping stone to his becoming what God had made him to be. Look at, if the brothers of Joseph did not hate him, he would have not become the person that God wants him to be. They hated him, they threw him into the pit, and it was a hatred that enabled them to sell him. And when they sold him to the Midianite traders, they took him to a place of fulfillment. That is the land of Egypt. And it was in the Egypt that he got into prison. It was in prison that God was keeping the person that will connect him to his destiny. And when he interpreted the dream for him, the person said, I will remember you, but the person forgot him. And God was incubating him. Probably if the person would have helped him at that particular time, Joseph would have gone back to his hometown. But no, God was keeping him in that prison. For 2 years, he was still in prison, waiting for the manifestation of the power of God in his life. And when the fullness of time came, God had to send a dream to Pharaoh. And look at the end of his life, he became the savior, the one that saved the remnant so that everybody will not perish. When you continue to pray consistently, no matter the plan that the enemy has for you, it is going to work out for your own good. I'm telling you. Don't allow the devil to tell you that it is not possible. No, everything it is possible for everything that the enemy is planning against you to work for your own good. Then another thing that will also happen to you is that you will live above spiritual attack. I think I have been able to say this. You will live above spiritual attack. There is no attack from the pit of hell, whether it is the attack of a native doctor or the attack of witches and wizards or the occultic people. It is not possible. God has a way to save his children. If you pray consistently and every day, no attack. It is not possible. In fact, before attack will come, your spirit have noticed it. When you pray consistently, you develop this spirit of that sensitivity, that your spiritual eyes become opened, your spiritual ears begin opened, your sensitivity is now at alert. That anytime the enemy or an attack or a spell is coming, you know it, and the Lord will tell you, give you the word of wisdom and the word of knowledge to know what to do at a point in time. You begin to soar on eagle's wings. So these are many other things that God will do for you, and you will also do if you are praying consistently. Please, if you are watching this video at this time, I would like you to subscribe to this channel. God bless you.